Hi and welcome back to my morning report chart appraisals on Friday the 31st of March with me, Rich Power Market Analyst at Hantec Markets. Let's look at dollar yen. And what we have got on dollar yen is a breakout. That sort of dollar strength is starting to come through this chart. It was sort of consolidating for the first few days of this week, but it started to really gain a bit of traction. And breaking through 1160, I think, sort of changes the near-term outlook. In a way, sort of completes a little mini base pattern. You can see on this chart, sort of mini base pattern. It's not very well defined, but certainly you could measure sort of the bottom really from 1009 up to 1160, which gives you 150 ticks. So you could see sort of 13 area potentially, but what I would point out is that this old key floor around 1250 is going to now play a basis of resistance. So I think that we need to just bear that in mind. Let me just change the colour of that to make it red for resistance. And you're sort of now in a sort of a recovery mode near term. You've got these momentum indicators which are ticking higher. I sort of said in the morning report, let me just show you. You've got this uptrend that you can actually draw from the that beginning of the rally. And what does that do? That takes into these lows, basically sort of those lows that we saw the other day basically hit the support of that uptrend. So in a way there are some conflicting medium to longer term signals really, because I still think that this market is corrective, and sort of having broken below 1160 sort of gives you that sort of more of a negative bias towards this chart medium term. But that long-term uptrend is now coming in. So there's sort of a bit of a confliction going on there, and it'd be very interesting to see how long this little rally takes and continues for, because you'd sort of say that bear market rallies are sort of tend to peter out before their targets are hit. So the targets are around about 1310. So if you start to see resistance around 1250 and starting to fall away, perhaps that would be the limit of the recovery, and be playing out the continuation of this medium-term correction. But as I said, the long-term uptrend has come in as support. So it's a very interesting time for dollar yen, and exactly where the direction goes next. So it's a near-term recovery. I'm perfectly happy to sort of push this one towards 1250, maybe 13 figure, but it'd be very interesting to see what happens around 13 figure. Again, resistance around that level. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.